Meet African-American Frank E. Petersen Jr. He was the first black aviator in the United States Marine Corps. He later became the first black general in the Marine Corps. He was born in Topeka, Kansas on March 2, 1932. He passed away on August 25, 2015. His life shows courage, grit, patience, and respect for others. His story proves that careful training and steady teamwork can lift a person and can also lift a nation. Frank grew up in Kansas during years when equal chances were not real for many families. He loved science and he loved to fix things. He took apart bicycles and radios and learned how gears, wires, and circuits work. He read library books about pilots, weather, and maps. He listened to teachers who told him to keep his goals in sight. He learned to handle doubt without losing hope. He learned that small, honest efforts add up to real skill. He practiced patience and strength each day. He said, "I can do hard things." Then he proved it with steady study and steady work. These habits shaped the pilot and the leader he would become. As a teenager, Frank read about Jesse Brown. Jesse was the first black Navy aviator. Jesse died during the Korean War. The story hurt and also lit a promise in Frank. He said, "I will fly and I will serve." With that promise, he trained his body and his mind. He ran city blocks to build stamina. He did push-ups and sit-ups to build strength. He practiced calm breathing before hard tests. He studied math, physics, and navigation. He learned to break a large task into small steps. He rehearsed radio calls so his voice would be clear and calm. He learned to stay focused when pressure rose. He built a plan. Then he followed it day by day. In 1950, Frank enlisted in the United States Navy. In 1951, he entered the Naval Aviation Cadet Program. Ground school came first. He learned weather and engines. He learned lift, drag, and thrust. He learned how a wing makes airflow work for the pilot. He practiced takeoffs, patterns, and landings again and again. Instructors graded every maneuver with strict standards. He wrote what went well. He wrote what needed work. He asked for feedback and he used it. In 1952, he earned pilot wings. He accepted a commission in the Marine Corps. That made him the first black aviator in Marine history. Training did not end with wings. It only changed shape. He learned to lead a pre-flight brief and to check weather, fuel, and alternates. He learned night flying by instruments and to trust the gauges more than his inner ear. He learned formation discipline and the duty of a good wingman. Each skill built on the last step by step. Frank flew combat missions in Korea in 1953. He later flew missions in Vietnam in 1968. The skies were often rough. Storms rolled over mountains. Enemy fire reached toward the planes. He logged many hours in several aircraft. He earned the Distinguished Flying Cross. He earned the Purple Heart. He received other awards for skill and courage. He also carried heavy duty for the safety of his teams. He briefed with clear plans. He reviewed maps, weather, fuel, and threats. He reminded young pilots to use checklists and to trust their wingmen. After injuries, he healed and returned to duty. He kept teaching others how to fly with skill, courage, and care. He showed that a good leader plans well, learns fast, and helps the whole team improve. In combat, Frank used a simple loop to solve problems. First, he observed the scene. Then he oriented by checking maps, fuel, and threats. Then he decided on a course that fit the mission and kept the team safe. Then he acted with precision. After action, he reviewed what helped and what did not help. This loop turned tough moments into lessons for the next day. Inside the squadron, he also solved ground problems. He met with crew chiefs to study maintenance delays. He mapped the top causes. He worked with the team to fix them. He pushed for better simulator time. He wanted pilots to practice engine out landings, night flying, and instrument approaches. He showed that data and teamwork make flying safer and missions stronger. He taught young Marines how to prepare for hard tasks. He said, "Eat well and sleep well." He said, "Study well and show up early." He praised honest effort and corrected mistakes with care. He asked people to try again until the standard was met. In 1968, Frank became the first black Marine or Navy officer to command a tactical air squadron. He later led a Marine aircraft group. He later led the 1st Marine Aircraft Wing. He rose to Brigadier General in 1979. He later rose to Lieutenant General. He retired in 1988 after decades of service. These firsts mattered for the Corps and for the nation. They proved that talent and discipline can rise when leaders open doors and hold standards high. They gave young people a path to follow. They showed that effort can carry a person far. As a general, he shaped training, safety, and readiness. Said that character is what you do when no one is watching. After active duty, Frank worked in corporate aviation. He mentored students and young professionals. He wrote a memoir titled Into the Tiger's Jaw. The Navy later named a guided missile destroyer the USS Frank E. Petersen Jr. The ship crest honors his firsts as pilot and as general. If you like this video and would like to see more content like this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share with others.